the things that we're going to talk about while we're on this cruise is the fact that we are going on a cruise and there is a hurricane out there. Yes, Hurricane Lee is out there in the Atlantic Ocean, and although it's not necessarily threatening land per se, it is a huge storm and it is coming very close to the ports that we are supposed to be going to. So on this particular sailing, we are sailing with the Mariner of the Seas, and our ports of call are Labadee, Haiti, Falmouth, Jamaica, and Coco Cay, Bahamas, all Royal Caribbean favorites, right? So the issue is, I don't think we've ever sailed and there's been an immediate threat of a large storm. And if you've been following the storm, you know that it has been up to a Category 5. It's currently a Category 3, but it's expected to intensify. So my concern is what's going to happen with the waves, what's going to happen on the ship, you know, what will that look like? Will it be a rough go? So I'm a little bit nervous about that, but Royal Caribbean hasn't said anything. We've got no notifications from Royal Caribbean as far as what to expect. So my expectation is if you don't say anything, then that tells me that you anticipate that everything is going to be just fine. So I am going to lay my hope in that everything will be just fine. It is sail day. Nothing's going to stop us. We're going. We're going to have a good time, and we will keep you posted. I'll give you the update, and I'll even post it on here about what the current track looks like. The next advisory comes out, I think, at 8 in the morning. It is currently 7:39 a.m. So once that new advisory at 8 a.m. comes out, we will post that. And additionally, we'll let you know once we hit the road. The weather here is fine. As you can see, blue skies behind me. We're in the Tampa, Florida area. We have no issues here, but we're heading to Port Canaveral over in Orlando. And we will be on the side of Florida where the storm is at, on the Atlantic Ocean side. So I'm a little nervous. I'll admit I'm a little nervous, but I am eager to see what's going to happen, and we will keep you posted. Everywhere that we go, we're going to show you what the waves look like. We're going to show you if Royal Caribbean decides to change our itinerary, because although we have excursions planned, we are anticipating that the itinerary could shift if the waves are too rough. We could end up in Mexico instead of Jamaica. So that's one of the things that you sign up for when you book a cruise. It could change at any point. Either way, we Side Hustle Cruisers are going to keep you posted, and you will not miss whatever happens. You will know. And just like that, we have made it to Port Canaveral, and there's our ship. There's the Mariner of the Seas. We are here in Port Canaveral, and things look well so far. The weather over here is not an issue, and we're happy to be here. I always suggest that you take a picture or video of where you park your car at, because after 6 or 7 days, you may not remember. Y'all, check out this line. We were not expecting this. Because we went up the stairway, we were able to cut, as you can see, and get midway in that line. An employee sent us that way for those that come up the stairway. But I have to admit, we were not used to being in lines like this. We normally come early, so we were a bit surprised to see this many people in the line. We are finally about to board the Mariner of the Seas. That was a long boarding process, probably the longest that we've ever seen. So if you're coming to Port Canaveral, make sure you get that boarding time early. Our time was for 1:30, and make sure you get that early time because that line was extensive. As you can see, we are finally here on board the promenade deck, ready to have some fun and meet some interesting people, for example.
And I just met the first YouTube people that I have ever actually physically had contact with. Yay! It's exciting!
Yay!
And I hope they get 1 million subscribers.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lovely. And we hope to be pinnacle like him when we grow up.
It takes a long time.
A long, long time. That's all right. We're going to keep at
And
it.
too many cruises.
No such thing.
So, oh, I forgot something.
What's that?
Hi, Mom! Of course, she's been dead for 10 years. But you know, that's okay.
You will see her again.
Oh, yes.
After that, we just chilled the rest of the day and prepared for day 2, which was our first day at sea. Hey family, so the weirdest thing happened. Going through our stuff and didn't pack husband's toothbrush. Imagine that. So I went to the store, I didn't see any. We're gonna find out today if guest services has complimentary toothbrushes in case you leave one. If not, he's gonna be doing the old school. Okay, so yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for a toothbrush and I got caught up in all the merchandise. But while we're here, if you're liking this video, you might as well go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. So I got the answer to the question. I went over to guest services and they did not have it. But you know what they sent me? Port Merchants. So what's interesting about Port Merchants is this is where the alcohol is. So I was a little confused, but check out what you have around the corner. So as I went behind the area where all the alcohol is where all of the personal items that you might want to buy in case you leave something at home. All of the personal items, toothbrush, toothpaste, condoms. I mean, whatever it is that you need to buy, it was in this same store. Because I had bought the last toothbrush, they restocked while I was there. But literally, inside of the alcohol store, Port Merchants is where you can get all of these items if you leave them at home. In case you're wondering, I paid $4.99 for the toothbrush, which went directly on my sale and signed card, no cash needed. And as you can see, the weather's fine. No issues here, no waves either. Well, it's that time. It's time for the belly flop competition. Let's see what we're working with today.
Nail this one, so obrigado in advance. All right, let's go ahead and count it in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow. Now, let's run this back right quick. Clearly, this guy was invested. He had done his homework. He had prepared. Let's check out his form, though. Yes. Look at the people around him. The splash. He's the winner. Later that day, we decided to take a walk on the helipad just to get a check of the weather. It was a little windy, but aside from the wind, it was beautiful out there. There were no massive waves. There was no rain in sight. It was just a nice day and a nice way to relax and chill out on the deck. Check out this view.
I'm so exalted because I have a flair. Singing and moving to the groove, and just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, my boy." When I rolled into the wild, when I rolled into the, when I bounced into the
Well, I will admit the show was pretty good. Now we're back in our room and look what the steward left us. I mean, who doesn't love a good towel animal? Anyway, Looking from our room window, we can see on the promenade deck that there is a party going on down below. And I'd like for you to listen up and tell me, can you hear the music? Because people always want to know, can you hear it from a promenade interior room? As you can see, you can barely hear it. Our stateroom attendant also left us our shore excursion tickets for tomorrow as we are in Labadee, Haiti tomorrow. I'm super excited about doing the zip line. And guess what? The biggest surprise is my husband surprised me and got a cabana. I love him. Up
Listen
next,
up and
Labadee,
tell
Haiti.
me,
Thanks
can
for
you
watching
hear the
and
music?
happy
Because people
sailing.
always want to know. Can you hear it from a promenade?